Hello everyone and welcome back to Conquering the Frontier here on the New Frontier map with Artemus. We are starting under the cover of our sawmill today as it's absolutely coming down. We got hail all morning, so good to get a bit of cover. Now the plan this morning is to load our sawmill here up with the woodchip pile that we made next to it last time, as well as get some into our biomass burner. And as you can see, we are not quite at our goal of 200,000. Hopefully we're gonna tick over today. And the reason for that we're not there yet is of course the payments on the excavator. They are quite sizable. So if not for that, we would be at our goal. So we'll just have to be patient. And after we waited out this hailstorm, it is time to get to some more grass work. Now we are a bit tired of the logging for now. So today we are changing things up, going for a bit of grass. Now we are gonna focus on an area over next to our newest field, across the road from it. And we are gonna get a section mowed and collect it up. We are building a new bunker silo next to our BJ plant here, and we are getting rid of the crummy old one. So Artemus is off clearing a few trees that are in the way of our new field. We are just gonna hop in our excavator, get our bucket attached, and get the wood chips loaded up. Alright, that's the wood chips topped up, both for our sawmill and biomass burner. I did have to bring over the trailer as it was a bit hard getting the wood chips in, both those. But next up we are gonna build a new silage pit next to our BJ here. And first we need to get this area flattened out. We are putting it right next to it here. And then we are also getting rid of this old one. So we'll go ahead and get that done real quick. And there we have it, our new silage bunk all set up. Looking quite good. It's not in the greatest shape, but it was very cheap. And that's what we like around here. Something functional that doesn't break the bank. Now we've gone ahead and sold our old silage pit here. That did not work very well. And this will just get covered in grass once more. We have waited out the weather and it's time to take our Massey over to the site of our new field. Now we are gonna be raking with the Massey and Artemus is just getting the mowers on the Cylon. So he's been busy clearing some trees which were blocking the field. So yes, we are going just across the road here from our newest field and getting all of this mowed, raked and collected into our new bunker silo. And this should hopefully yield some nice grass. And as we are following the natural tree line, that should result in a very natural field. Artemus is just arriving with the mower. So we'll let him get to work, and once he has a nice bit cut, we can go ahead and start the raking. And then Artemus will swap over to our forage wagon and get all of this into our new bunker silo. So we'll get that done and I will see you then. Alright, that's our windrowing done. Now we are just getting our bucket weight and our bucket, as our time will likely best be spent in the silage pit, doing some leveling and compacting. Now it's very dull work, but it has to get done. And the earlier we get to compacting and leveling, the quicker the job will go. So that's gonna be our focus now. And I will see you when we have our bunker silo full. That's all the grass in there, and we have reached 100% compaction. And very nice. It looks like there was some spillage over to the side here. Must be the cracks in the wall. We are gonna get this covered up today, as we won't be doing grass anytime soon, so we'll let this ferment. Then we will go ahead and get it emptied before we get the next load in. There we go, it's all covered up. That means our biogas plant will have something to chew through. And we will have to take a look at getting a bunch more silage, so we can keep the biogas plant busy. But we are getting close to our goal of 200,000. We are just waiting for some production money to come through. So I'm not quite sure what the plan is at the moment, but I think we might just hang back, enjoy this beautiful May day, and wait until the rest of the money ticks through. So we decided to just take it a bit easy. We do need to get the field plowed up, but I think we're gonna wait with that until next time. So we are just gonna enjoy the nice May weather until we have ticked over, and then we can go ahead and get our sawmill built. So we reached the 200,000 goal, and we can buy the sawmill now, and we'll even have 1,000 to spare. So we'll get it built, and then we are pushing our log pile into the sawmill with the massive power of our Cylon here. So let's go ahead and get it built. And here we are, a nice big sawmill, so quite a bit bigger than an old one. And with this we'll be able to make prefab walls as well. And that's gonna come in handy because we need to upgrade our farmhouse. Our shed is getting a bit cramped, so it'll be nice to get a house built soon. And I think this will be able to supply us with the materials. So I think we should get to work getting these logs pushed in. Then we can get the sawmill set up to start producing for us. we go, our new sawmill, nice and built. Got it filled up with 62,000 liters of wood. So that should hopefully start producing some good profits for us. And it will be quite the job keeping this fed. But next time we are gonna focus on some field work. And we might even be getting close to some harvests, which will be interesting. That's all for today. So if you enjoyed this episode, drop a like. Make sure to comment if you have any tips, tricks, or suggestions. Subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to check out Artemus' channel down in the description. And we will see you next time as we continue to conquer the frontier.